everybody, it's me Jessica, here today to guide you through your Express HIIT circuit. Pardon me as I finish setting up my space. So many awesome meetings this morning with people who are just doing their best to feel their best. Alright, so today I'm going to guide you through a great 30-minute Express HIIT circuit which has a lot of lower body focus. If you read the description, you see that there are some squats coming up. Sure are. But there's no necessary weights that you need to bring to today's workout. We're doing body weight only. Remember, you're going to go at the depth, do the challenge that works best for you. Take as many breaks as you feel like your body needs. Let me find a timer instead of just sitting here talking to y'all. Really debating between, let's stick with that traditional Tabata format today so you can get lots of breaks. We're going to do 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, 8 rounds for each move. I want you to make sure during these 20 seconds of work that you are pushing yourself as much as possible. We're going to start today's class in 1 minute from the floor with some glute bridges. We're going to get right into the work portion today. So find any movement you want to right now. I'm moving to get water. Ooh, I filled my breader to the tippy top yesterday. All 5 gallons of water are in there so I can drink as many as I possibly can. Hopefully just one, honestly. Today, all right, it is that time, so let's go ahead and get down on the floor. Thank y'all for coming and joining me today. Oh my gosh, I feel like a Monday hot mess right this moment. So if you do too, you are not alone. I am here with you. Fred, stop throwing your food on the floor. All right, so we're going to lay down on our backs to get started. I want you to take a moment and really make sure that you have your belly button drawn towards your spine. Try to eliminate as much of this arching of your back on the floor. So a little gentle tip of your hips of your pelvis. So instead of leaning towards the posterior, there's going to be a little anterior tilt so you feel that lower back down on the floor. We're going to start with some glute bridges, and we're going to plant your feet down on the floor and then lift your hips up so that your knees are just about on top of your heels, and then lower them down. I didn't come all the way up onto my shoulders. We're not doing a shoulder press. We're just going for a little bit of a glute bridge hip thrust so that mid to upper back stays down on the mat. You're going to move at the pace of your breath. Inhale up, exhale down. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, begin. Inhale up, exhale down. You can have your arms down on the mat right beside you, really opening up your chest, pressing those shoulders into the floor. And if you want to move a little bit faster, if you just want to burn some energy right here, just make your breath a little bit faster. Up, down, up, down. Keep it up. We got about 3 minutes, not quite. I'm gonna trim it just a little bit. We're warming up here for these glute bridges. So remember, you're going the pace that you can. If you need to move a little bit slower, your breath is a little bit slower. I'm now exhaling up and inhaling down, so I just want to make sure that you're still breathing. Come on, stay on the up here for a second. Really plant those feet firmly into the floor, and then wiggle your way onto the balls of your feet. From here, hips are going to stay high. We're going to drop those heels and then press it back up onto the balls of the feet. That's the whole move. Work to keep those hips high. Pretty normal, I know for this one. It's going to work a lot more of those hamstrings, and depending on how tight or tired you're feeling today, I get lots of trembles in the legs while I'm doing these heel drops. If you need to, you can always drop one heel and then drop the other heel. Make sure you're still squeezing your glutes, lifting your hips. Got just about 20 more seconds of this move, and then we're gonna pulse it out nice and high. Make sure you're still breathing. Do you feel those glutes starting to really burn, fire up? Squeeze them, lift them just a little bit higher. 3, 2, stay up high. Now pulse it out. Still using that breath. Oh my gosh. We got just about 30 seconds left right here. Just warming up that lower half before we have a squat party. Press up onto the balls of those feet. You can do it. Last 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully lower yourself down. Take a moment. Draw those knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a couple circles in one direction. Couple circles in the opposite direction. We got one more move we're gonna do while we're on the floor over here, but I want you to turn, oopsie doodles, turn yourself over. We're gonna go for 4 mountain climbers and then 4 plank jacks. If you need to, you can be on your knees and just be bringing your knees towards your elbows and just extending your leg out behind you instead of going for a jack, or maybe reaching a little bit out towards the side. Otherwise, we're gonna press up, get 4 mountain climbers. If you wanna do 4 total or 4 on each side, challenge yourself however feels best. 1 minute of work coming up in 3, 2, 1, here you go. So if you can come into that plank, get those 4 climbers and then 4 jacks or step outs at the back. 4 climbers and jack. And remember, if you need to, you can be right here on your knees, just working to bring that knee towards that elbow to decrease that space between your lower rib and your hip, and then practicing to press out. I even encourage you, if you're practicing to press out, tuck your toe under. See if you can press out and lift your knee up off of the floor. You got 10 seconds left to do whatever works for your body today. All right, we made it. So take a moment, come off of your wrists, shake your hands out, and let's stand up on our feet. I'm going to move my mat out of the way. You don't need it for the first couple of moves. We're gonna try and work real fast here, guys. I want to get in all these sets, and if we have time, extra ab work at the end. So have water, if less, / when you need it. Try to enjoy water during the break interval. Our first move of today is a squat with an alternating knee drive. So we're gonna squat down, arms come up. I want you to really rotate as you twist. That's the whole move. And we start in 3, 2, 1. Begin. So squat down, twist. If you need to, you can always squat a little bit lower. Maybe you're even using the couch, really working to press up through your heels and just get a little bit of a knee drive. If you can't get that knee drive, can you press up onto a toe? Take a break. You gotta start somewhere. Oh, sorry, this air conditioning's on and loud. So why not start today? Begin again. So find that squat that works for you. I want you to, as you squat, try to keep that chest up as well. So you're not squatting down. We're not doing a good morning to bring your chest intentionally to your thighs. Your chest might come towards your thighs as you squat down. Very normal. Take your break. Find the stretches that feel right for your body. Roll those shoulders out a little. Shake out your hands and your legs. Begin again. Think about really taking this rotation from the core, but finding that twist in your shoulders. So maybe you just have a teeny little squat. Maybe you're not even lifting that leg because balance is a challenge for you today. Just pressing onto the toe and taking your twist. Take a break. All right, I've offered you many modifications, so hopefully you at this point have found something that works for you. Let's work hard here to the end. Do you have music playing? Keep that eye gaze high. Don't look down at the floor into the nothingness. That's where sad feelings are. I want you to still keep your chin neutral to your chest, but I want you to keep that eye gaze forward. Because we're looking forward. Take a break to how great we're going to feel when we're done, how we're changing our bodies today. Go. So it's not just driving your knee towards the opposite elbow. It's belly pulled in tight and rotation of the core. Got a little balance work. Take a break. As you bring that foot back down, how quietly can you bring your foot back down to the floor so you're moving with control? Let's go. So think of elbow coming towards knee as opposed to knee coming towards elbow. Does that feel different? All right, we got 2 more rounds, I believe. Then we got more squats to come. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Y'all, if you believe it, we are almost 10 minutes into this workout today. Started with those awesome glute bridges. Really warm up that lower half. All right, one more time through. 3, 2, 1, begin. Think about rotating from the center of your body, not just crossing that knee across your body. No fingers touching your head, so no extra pressure on that neck. But the weight is in your heels, that is correct. The weight was in your heels. Weight's gonna be in your heels for the next move as well. All right, we've got a squat where we're alternating sides. I'm gonna show it to you real fast. So starting at the center, you're gonna step out, squat. If you can, hop through the center. Hopping through the center. And if you need to, you just step through the center and squat down. Ready? Take a quick sip of water. We're getting right into it. Begin. So even as you're pressing up to find this little hop in the middle, you're landing softly. You're shifting the weight into your heels. Oh, my quads are starting to burn here. We got a break. Shake it out, maybe bang it out just a little bit. Work to keep that back nice and flat here. If you want an extra challenge, as you squat down, bring those arms up overhead. I don't want that extra challenge. I do want to focus on getting low, so I'm working to bring my elbows towards my knees, where you can work to touch the floor, get a little froggy hop. Oh, take a break. Oh, I like that frog hop. That is hard. That's what I'm here for. Let's do it. Here to make a difference in 30 minutes. You don't have to spend all day in the gym. You can if it makes you happy. But you don't have to. Trying to be a little efficient. Oh my gosh, quads take a break in our training so we can enjoy ourselves. Honestly, that's why I started running. Begin. I love to walk. It just takes so much time. It takes so much time for me to walk my step goal for the day. But if I run that step goal, I'm done in less than an hour. Make sure you're shifting that weight back to your heels for these squats. If you need to move slower to have that good form, go. Less than 1 minute of actual work left here. Get low. How's your lateral hop in the center? How's that lateral hop? Are you bringing that to the game today? Go. Shift that weight to your heels. Keep that belly and core pulled in tight. Remember, eye gaze forward, not down to the floor. Keep it up, keep it up. Keep up that good attitude. Let's go. Ten seconds left. You're worth it. Can you move a little bit faster? We got one more round after this. Get those glutes low. I know my squat wasn't as deep this time. Gonna work on getting that drop last time through. This is the last full squat we've got of the day. 5 seconds left. 2, 1. Oh my gosh, we're amazing. All right, next up, we've got a side lunge to a knee drive. We're gonna do one side for a full round, and then we'll do the opposite side. All right, depending on your strength and stability today, maybe you just want to go for this side lunge. Make sure those glutes get sent back behind you. One knee is bent, the other leg is straightening out. Then we're gonna come back. Wait, yeah. Come back up. If you need to step your feet together for a moment, great. But if you can, step right into this knee drive. Maybe this is the only move you do today. Squat into knee drive. If you're ready for an extra challenge, you're gonna send this leg behind you and either just reach down for a Romanian deadlift and then back up, or single leg squat touchdown, which is a little more challenging, as you saw. All right, pick which leg you start with. In 3, 2, we started. All right, bent knee, knee drive. Maybe round 1, you just go for this side lunge, knee drive. Maybe you're already adding in this RDL or single leg squat touchdown. For the Romanian deadlifts, take a break. You're just looking to feel a stretch on the back of your standing leg. You don't have to get all the way down, or if you have that balance, you can touch the floor. Begin. So feet plant, bend one knee, send your hips back, squat, knee drive. If you can, single leg squat touchdown. We got some real balance challenging, especially if you're just standing on. Take a break. This one leg, sending it forward and back. You have to really pull your core in. So ab work is happening. Ready? Go for it. How little can you have this moving foot touching the floor? Only touching the floor, ideally, when you've stepped out into your lunge. If you need to, we can always come down to help you brace if you're working on that single leg squat. Take a break. If you want to work harder, touch down towards the floor in your lunge. Ready? Go for it. Halfway right now. Remember, you can always brace that toe behind you if you need to, but you're pressing up and lowering down as best you can with the weight in your heel, heel, heels, heel. Yay. Take a break. It is getting hot in here. 3, 2, 1, begin. Remember, you don't have to get all the way down there. You don't have to at all. Even if it's just a little lunge and a little forward hinge. Take a break. Start somewhere. Be proud of yourself. Don't give up. Consistency is key. Here we go. Finishing up last 2 rounds here on this leg. And then this here floating leg gets to join the party. Remember, both sides of our body are not the same. Maybe one side, take a break, has had a lot of injury or issues. For me, that's this leg we're balancing on right now. That's my challenge leg. All right, here we go. So there's usually a lot more wiggle wobble, a little less stability within this ankle. But that's why these single leg movements are so valuable, to really work to strengthen each side of our body. Take a break as we get older to help protect us, to be more agile if we fall, when we fall. Here we go, last time on this side. Keep that weight in your heel. Does it feel a little bit easier here? Round 8. Awesome. Shake it out. Let's get ready to move right to the other side as soon as the timer allows us. Ask yourself, now that you understand the move, how many reps can you get in each set? So count to yourself how many times you're able to step out into your lunge, do your RDL or single leg squat touchdown. That's 1. Let's see if we can get, with good form, a couple more reps each time we go through while we have that muscle memory building up. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So step out into your side lunge, weights in your heel, hips go back, find balance on your one foot, other foot can touch down, knee drive. Maybe that's the only move, or you're adding in this single leg RDL or squat touchdown, back to knee drive, side lunge. Remember, each time this foot goes down, take a break. You're working to bring it down with control. So no slamming that foot down on the floor. Use that core. Ready? Begin. Remember, you don't have to touch all the way down for the single leg squat touchdown. Maybe you're just reaching forward, taking a moment to balance in some sort of balancing stick option for you, or warrior 3. You know, however you want to think about it. Take a break. Or you're bringing the weight into your heel, you're bending your knee to touch down to the floor. Ready? Try again. So side lunge, touch the floor. Maybe you're even adding in that touch down towards the floor to get a little bit lower in your side lunge. Sometimes moving a little slower in these moves is actually more challenging. Take a break. Because you got that extra balance happening on just one leg, so you have to brace with your core a little more. Ready? Begin. This is our halfway through this move. We got one more exercise to do after this. Awesome, take a break. Three, 2, 1, begin. Minutes is so fast, you guys. We're trying to get in these 5 rounds of Tabata. Remember, we started with 3 minutes, take a break, of the glute bridge challenge and 1 minute in the plank with the mountain climbers and our jacks. Last minute right here. Here we go. We're working all the way to the end of class today, so we have time for a short cool down. How high can you drive this knee, take a break, with control to really work the lower abs? 3, 2, begin. So as you step in, really drive that knee up. Awesome. You're working a little harder if you're getting that extra knee drive. Can you still get the same number of reps in? 3, 2, 1. Last time through. We're going to finish today with a little cardio push. I love to challenge yourself a little cardiovascularly and functionally challenge the muscles that we just worked. Take a break in our strength workout. All right, so I'm going to switch to the opposite leg. Opposite arm, opposite leg are going to move together. We're just going to get a knee drive. Very little weight is coming into this moving leg, so mostly we're in this single leg squat position the whole time. So I want you to make sure you do get a slight bend in your knee. Those hips gently drive back behind you, so you already feel some firing up through that quad. 4 times one side, 4 times the other in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So opposite arm, opposite leg working together. If you want to make this move a little bit more challenging, every couple drives through, every third to add a hop. Awesome, take a break. Ooh, feel it in this standing leg. Remember, the back leg is barely touching the floor. If you're having trouble with balance, you're just gonna tap forward, tap backwards, instead of bringing that big drive up. You can tap forward, tap backwards, or you're sticking with that drive to get that knee to come up, to work those abs, and you can add in that hop. Ooh, make sure that that heel is planted on the floor. 2 more times through on this side. 3, 2, 1, belly in. Make sure you're not letting that core hang, sag out. Remember, you can tap forwards and back, or knee drive and hop. We only got 2 more rounds on this side, so I'm just gonna knee drive and hop each time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Hard, y'all, it's hard. Last time through. On this side, 3, 2, belly in, begin. I'm using my arm to also help me drive up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, shake it out. Let's switch that opposite leg, making the motion happen. You'd think running in place would be a real breeze, but real breeze would be nice, wouldn't it? So either just getting this drive or tapping it forward and back. Round 1, so adding in that hop every third drive. Awesome, take a break. Remember, very lightly tapping that toe down to the floor. Even if you're doing these taps forward and back, weight is in your standing leg heel. Take a bend and begin. Can we add in, if you're doing the drive, 2 knees? Oh wait, that is on the third. It's still on the third. Just like, oh. Make sure as you land, you come back down into that bent knee. Oh my gosh. All right, we got our last 2 rounds of work. Last 40 seconds altogether for the day. Let's drive and hop. Drive, hop. Oop, I just literally saw sweat flowing from my arm twice. 3, 2, 1. I'm sorry. I should have hopped there. So I added it into the break. Last time through, you guys. Begin. Drive, hop. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, you guys, we made it. I just want you to take a little forward kick to each side. Breathe it out for just a couple seconds. Oh my gosh, my glutes are tired. Let's get some hip circles in. Go ahead, plant your feet. Oh, make some relaxing big circles with your hips in one direction. Had a lot of squats. This feels good. Hips in the other direction, helping to release from those glute bridges as well. Awesome. Turn to one side. Go ahead, bend your front knee. Get the ball of the back foot on the floor. Find a little press forward. Take the idea of a stretch through your heel, a little squeeze through this glute. If you want, you can even bring that back heel down, bring it into more of just a calf stretch. Let's switch those legs. Awesome. Go ahead, bring your feet together. Take a deep inhale. Stretch your arms up overhead and exhale. Relax and release yourself down towards the floor. Even my feet are sweating. Inhale into a big half lift. Stretch through the crown of your head. Exhale down into your forward fold. Inhale slowly, gently. Roll yourself up. Bring your arms up overhead. You're worth one more minute. So let's exhale. Forward fold one more time. Inhale up into a half lift. Exhale, relax and release yourself down. Heel toe your feet out a little bit further apart. See if you can get your hands, palms on the floor, even if you have to bring your hands further forward and shift your shoulders forward. Relax your forehead down. Work to really slow your breath down. Walk your hands over to one foot. Just hang out in that direction for a couple breaths. Walk your hands over to your other foot. Oh, like dripping on the carpet. Go ahead, walk your hands back to center. Turn your toes out to a 45-degree angle. Let's gently squat down one more time. You can keep your hands on the floor if you need them for balance, or can you transfer your elbows to inside of your thighs and sweat all over the floor. Lift that chest up, drop those glutes down. One more big stretch. It's going to feel so good before we sit back at our desks for today. Then release your fingers down to the floor. Send your hips back up towards the ceiling. Heel, toe, inch your feet back in towards each other so that they're back underneath of your hips. Relax and release your head down in that forward fold. And then slowly bring the weight to your heels. Gently roll yourself up. One vertebrae at a time. Inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, relax your arms down by your side. If you have some time to give yourself a couple more stretches, I would recommend giving yourself a nice quad stretch. Bring it into a figure 4 stretch as well. If you don't have time to do those right now, perhaps you can stand up from your desk a little bit later today. Continuing to stretch throughout the day is only going to make you feel better. I thank you guys so much for coming to today's HIIT Express workout. If you have any questions or concerns, please reach out. Look forward to seeing you again soon. If you're in the office, stop in and see me. Otherwise, see you online on Wednesday for our Core Express with stretch.